Okay. Yeah, James, your mic is okay. All right. First, remove it from presentation mode. Okay.
All right. Can we all hear me?
Yep. Yeah, James, we can hear you.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, James,
All right.
your time starts now.
All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is James Oladuja, and I'm presenting for Group B. Yeah. So we worked on a movie rating database. The goal was to analyze user preferences using SQL. All right. So an overview of the project. Problem we had with the data we're given was it was unstructured. Right. We had different tables, which would have made it difficult to analyze the data. Right. The goal that we had in mind, which was to analyze user preferences and habits as well, would have been hard to do. Right. So the goal was to create a relational SQL database to manage both movies, users, and the ratings that they give, all to the end of being able to get actionable insights into user behavior and content performance. All right. Give me a second, please. I think this is slide 3. So why does it matter? What's the relevance of this project itself, right? So think of platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, right? Streaming platforms, right? This kind of project now will be useful to those kind of platforms, even to platforms like YouTube, right? Being able to see what users like, what users engage with. It helps platforms like that identify top performing genres, videos, even music streaming platforms as well. Supports marketing segmentation by age, gender, and location. It also improves content strategy. So say Netflix wants to spend on marketing and advertisement, right? Analyzing this kind of data helps them to see, okay, which countries subscribe more, watch more movies, or have more screen time or more in-app time. We can spend more on marketing there, where maybe even down to where they spend maybe their movie budget for a year, right? They can determine which kind of markets or which markets they have more engagement, and they can spend more money there and get ROI, right? Good ROI for the money that they're going to spend. All right. So for our project workflow, you start with the data collection as the first thing, right? So we have so a small database that we worked with. So 20 movies, 20 users, and 60 ratings, right? I mean, we have 20 rows of data for the movies, 20 rows of data for the users, and 60 rows of data for the ratings table. All right, so we went about creating an entity relationship diagram, linking all databases as well. But before that, we had to create our database, of course, and set up the primary keys, foreign keys to help us link all the tables together, right? That was the only way that we could build a relation between all the tables, so that we could extract meaningful information. All right. So we implemented, of course, with SQL, right? Of course, it's an SQL database we're presenting, and then we ran queries as well to extract some insights, right? At least to test, if what we had built was working or not. Yeah, so the users table it stores information about all the customers, all users, say for Netflix now, right? So we have the user ID, we have the name, age, gender, location. And so we know these things about our users. Think of it like a Rolodex, right? Or like a shall we say a contact book, right, on your phone. And then our movies table is like catalog of movies, all the available content for the platform, and the ratings table, which links to both the users table and the movies table, contain all the movies, the ratings for the movies that are available on the platform that have been given by each individual user. Um, so without the ratings table, right, there will be no connection between the users table and the movies table, right? Meaning we could not extract any meaningful information or insights from that, right? So the ratings table is sort of like a bridge between both tables, and it allows us to extract meaningful information. All right. So some insights that we're able to get from the database itself. For example, the user demographics, right? Want to find out where do we have more users of the platform watching movies from, right? Of course, we look at the gender split on our users table, right? Split 50-50, 10 male, 10 female, right? With an average age of 29 years, with most of them located in Lagos, Abuja, and of course, Kano and the likes. We could also extract insights like top rated movies and the genres they're from. Right, we see here now our top movie in data. Top movie rated is Oppenheimer with a score of 4.8 out of 5. Top genres are biography, or what we call biopics, right? Adventure and crime. An average rating of 4.4, indicating high satisfaction. All right. Can we all hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. We hear you.
All right.
And you have 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. 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 Let's go back to this slide here. So with information like this now, with insights like this extracted from our data, right? We see, okay, we have more movie watchers or platform users in places like Lagos and Abuja. Say like the example I gave about Netflix wanting to spend on advertisements, right? Maybe they were pushing out a new movie, right? Where should they do, maybe host like a live watching, right, of maybe a new movie that they're making, right, where they have more active users who are really good fans of Netflix movies and use the platform regularly. So they could spend money in places like Lagos and Abuja, right, knowing that they will get full returns on their spend. Yeah. So to extract this insight now, we had to perform inner joins as well, right, to access not just the ratings themselves, but also from the movies table. All right. Yes. Finally, not finally, but moving on. So just a few recommendations. Since the data set that we're working with wasn't necessarily as robust as maybe it should have been to get more insights. Yeah, but based on what we're able to find out from the data itself, right? For the business now, but say let's say for the sake of this presentation, right, we did this project for James and Sons movie theater, right? So the recommendations are for the business themselves, right? And so, like I already said, marketing campaigns, right, for movies should focus on areas with high engagement with users. Since we know what genres of movies have good ratings, really good ratings, right? You can focus on maybe showing more of those kind of movies or making more of those kind of movies. And since the gender demography now, right? The gender balance there is quite equal, right? And so the kind of content now should speak to both genders as well, both interests. All right, next slide. So challenges and solutions that we preferred. So I think one of the challenges that we faced was maintaining referential integrity. Um, yeah, and so solutions to that was creating tables and inserting data in dependency order, right? And so that means that as we started now, there was no apparent relationship between the data, between the tables rather, right? And so we had to create that connection, right, with foreign keys in the ratings table, linking to the users table, and also linking to the movie table, right? So that created a dependency between all three tables as well. So we could access the data that we needed, the kind of insights that we needed to extract from all the tables. Yes, so the data set now, because it was quite small, right, limited the scope of what we could actually do in terms of analysis as well. Yeah, so we just focused on like really key areas like location and active users. All right, so in conclusion, the database highlights a strong preference for biography and adventure genres. User demographics also reveal balanced engagement across genders and cities. So next steps in terms of what more can we do with the data sets? Adding review text to the reviews table, a review text column rather to the review table would also help, and watch time, where I'll give a richer analysis. All right, so thank you for listening. Let me get over to the actual
So James,
itself.
you have 3 minutes so far.
3 minutes. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. All right. So this is the query. This is how we created a table as well. So you can see the so you have a bit of challenge at least with the data types, right? Figuring out which goes for which and how to set all of that up. But we're able to figure that out.
Okay.
So yeah,
James,
basically, yeah.
Can you zoom into your query a little bit so that it's visible?
Okay. Let me see what I can do about that. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
just. All right. Yeah, it's visible.
You can see now?
Yeah, it's much better.
All right. So this is how we created a table, right? Of course, we're able to extract meaningful insights from it. So it does work. I assure you, it does work. So I don't have to run this again. But yeah, so this is how we created the table. So here we have the entity relationship diagram that was created. So I was linked. And also here, so in running analysis on it now. So to run this for you. All right, so here you can see all the users, right, in the users table. And so we begin to extract more insights. So we carry out inner join here to find movies rated by a specific user. Yeah, so we see all movies watched and rated by Hawa Abdullahi. And then we can run queries to find the age demography of the age range of people watching certain kinds of movies, find movies released between any time period, right? And so we can find this kind of information. We can see the gender split between users in our active zones. Yeah, and we can see also movies with we can see the ratings of movies, right? The highest rated movies. Okay. Let me add something here for you guys. So see it's ordered by uh, sorry. And so can arrange that and see the highest rated movie. Yeah, so you see the highest rating there. If we added an inner join here, we could also see what exact movie had that high rating as well. I see top 3 highest ratings. Okay. So yes, thank you very much
Wow.
for
Your
listening.
time is up. Like your time just give up.
I've been
That was
James. Thank you for listening. All right.
All right. Great. Awesome. Okay. That was a good one. Thank you everyone for appreciating. James. Well done, James. Okay. So last group to go, that will be group C. And honestly, now that James just presented the movie and did like this rating, I feel like I should start giving my rating on movies. How many of you actually rate movies when you watch them? I mean, you just go online, maybe download a movie. You don't even give feedback whether the movie is great. Keep it to yourself, and you share it among your loved ones and your village people. Whereas that feedback can help, an industry do better, and the analysts will not have to suffer because definitely there's always an analyst behind this data, right? Oh, you do. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Miriam. You're one of the people that box movies should be paying maybe 0.5%. Unlike you guys on the call that just watch for yourself. Anyway, I also watch movies for myself, so we're together, don't worry. It's not really I'm with you all. Actually, I think the way I actually watch movies is based on feedback. If a friend tells me that this movie is great, trust me, I'm going to watch that movie. Or if the friend tells me, this movie is whack, I don't want to find out if the movie is whack. I am not watching that movie. So feedback on movies and people rating a movie really go a long way to help movie production, right? So this is actually a very good project. If you're able to communicate the project well and show your README file on your GitHub and write a very interesting story on your LinkedIn about the project, it will actually go a long way to make people really interested in how SQL can really do these things, and then they'll be curious to know more projects you've done. So if you're looking forward to doing a project on movie rating, something similar to what Group 2 has done, you can also reach out, all right, and the project is going to be, given. It's open. The project is actually open. It's on GitHub as well, and a lot of companies actually use these projects. I did a research and I rated top projects that are used in interviews on global and local level job interviews, and I discovered that these projects we're actually presenting, they were based on recommendation, right? So if you're looking for projects you can add to your portfolio related to SQL, I think these are projects you can start with. These are beginners projects. As we continue on the study group, there's going to be intermediate, there's going to be advanced. So get ready, guys. Get ready. All right, thank you so much, James. Group C.